Aside from questions about how to get an agent, perhaps one of the most frequent questions I get is, do I need to move to LA to become a writer? I understand where this anxiety comes from. It's no small deal to uproot your life and move to one of the most expensive cities in the country, to say nothing of the difficulty of finding a job out here. The answer? Yes, you really need to move out here when you're establishing yourself as a writer. A professional writer I know is fond of saying, screenwriting is a face-to-face business. The actual writing, the stuff you can do anywhere, is only 60% of the job. So if you're going to try to get your script in front of agents you're seeking representation with, or producers you're hoping to sell to, you need to be able to meet them face-to-face. Email and phone meetings won't be enough. The few instances of people being able to sell their script and still live in Peoria are the exception. Plus, even after you sell your first spec, you'll want to stay out here in order to take meetings for rewriting your work and other work for hire projects. I can already hear some of you arguing, well, I can just fly in every few months and take meetings. Yeah, that's a nice fantasy, but you'll probably have to meet with 200 people before you find the one who's going to pay you to write. It's also not uncommon for meetings to get pushed several times, so just because you line up several meetings for a week you happen to be in town, doesn't mean that meeting will still exist by the time the day rolls around. The most important meetings always get pushed several times. But Bitter, you plead, what if I Skype with these executives? Okay. What sort of date do you think will go better? One that's in person, or one when you use FaceChat? It is critical you be able to work a room and be engaging. Those are skills that really help as you're building relationships in this industry, and you cannot underestimate the importance of those connections. Maybe one of the execs you impress in a meeting ends up producing a TV show a few years later and remembers how good you were in the room. That might be enough to get you a meeting to join the writing staff. If you prefer writing be a solitary pursuit, then writing for Hollywood is really not the place for you. If you want to work on Wall Street, you move to New York. If you want to work in technology, you move to Silicon Valley. And if you want to work in the entertainment industry, you move to LA. It's that simple. You got questions? Leave them for me in comments. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you back here next week.